Hello everybody, my name is Alex and I'm an application specialist at EG4 Electronics. Today's video, we're going to be discussing smart load functionality within the GridBOSS. Let's go ahead and get started. To start up the smart port feature, you need to make sure that you have your smart load or your breaker box connected to one of the smart ports. In one of our previous videos, we connected that to smart port number 1. So the next thing that we're going to do is head into the monitoring portal to get it commissioned on that end. On the monitoring portal, you need to select the GridBOSS serial number at the top where you can select the station and the serial number. And once that's selected, you can head over to Maintenance. And the first thing that we'll do is click the Read button, and that should start populating the data here. Now, if you scroll down after the data is populating or during the data is populated, just make sure the Read button you can click again and you didn't get any faults. We need to scroll down to the GridBOSS Smart Port settings here. Now again, we are connected to Smart Port number 1, and we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it says unused. So for Smart Port 1, we hit the drop down button, and we can either do a smart load or AC couple. If you're retrofitting an existing grid-tied system and you're wanting to AC couple to the GridBOSS, there's a few things you need to consider. 1, that it's a 1741 listed inverter. And 2, you need to enable AC couple on the smart port. So AC couple is going to enable you to utilize the existing grid-tied system. For our case, we're going to use the smart load feature, which allows us to either load shed or power shed, being if we have excess PV power, we can shed some of that power to a smart load, or if we're running low on power, we can disconnect that load as well. So we're going to click smart load, and you'll want to click the set button. Now, when we click the set button, you may see the LED on the smart port blink quickly. To have it stay on and to close the relay for the smart load, you need to click the Enable button here, and you should see the LED light on the GridBOSS for the smart port or the smart load enable and turn on. And you may also hear the relay click. Now, the smart load based on 1, the smart load based is going to be based off time, SOC or voltage. We operate off SOC with EG4 batteries, or time plus SOC. So if you want to do time plus SOC, you just click the set button there. You should see these set successfully. And what you can do is you can set the smart load start based off SOC and in. The start is going to be, it has to be above this parameter here, which is 90% to kick on the smart load. And the smart load end SOC, if it drops below this SOC percentage, which is 60, it is going to disconnect that smart load. So once it drops to, let's say, 59%, it will charge up the batteries until it reaches 90%, and it will then kick the smart load back on. And if it stays in between these boundaries here, or above 90% down to 60%, the smart load will be enabled. For time, you have 3 different time settings. So this is going to be great for peak shaving or time of use. If you also watched our video, we discussed power shedding and peak demand shedding in our commissioning video, but here you can also disconnect smart loads or loads specifically based off time. Now, this operates in a military time, so it goes from 0-100 to 2400 hours based off start and end. Power shedding mode is going to be whenever you want to shed some of your power like PV. So if we enable this, when we have our PV power exceed, let's say, 2 kilowatts, and we want to consider 2 kilowatts excess, the minute we have 2 kilowatt excess PV power, then it will start powering the smart load. We can also do that based off of SOC from our batteries as well on the right side. For AC couple, again, if you wanted to utilize AC couple, you need to click the set button and enable AC couple on Smart Port 1. And you can control the AC couple based off of time as well as the battery state of charge. So with the monitoring portal commissioned, we can see here now that we have smart port number 1, the LED light is on, and we can go ahead and close the breaker that feeds power to our smart load panel. All right, to show you the power of the smart ports, I've gone ahead and connected one of our studio lights up to our outlet that's on smart port number 1. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna disable this to kind of simulate what you could experience during an SOC or time-based event like we discussed in the portal. So I'm gonna disable the smart port number 1, and we can hear that the relay opened that power smart port number 1 and our studio light turned off. So again, if we're out of our time boundary or out of our SOC boundary, we can see something similar to that. I'll re-enable it to simulate what happens whenever we get back inside those parameters. You hear the relay close behind me and our studio light turns back on. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you'd like to see any other content that we can help you with, feel free to reach out to us in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.